Welcome back to the pit once again on Radio Plus Video Sports in cooperation with Jeff's live streams. Justin Schwartzmiller and Jordan King here. Final game of the day for the Spartans. They are 2-2 coming into this one after a very good performance against a pretty good New Lutheran team in the last one.
Yeah, and chance here to just finish things out if you are Laconia. Finish out what overall I guess I would say has been a pretty productive day for them. Obviously, I think the one that got away from them that they would like back is Beaver Dam. Right now it looks like, assuming everything goes to quote-unquote chalk from here on out, which, Lake Country Lutheran has to play New Lutheran coming up after this match. I'd expect Lake Country Lutheran to win that. They haven't lost a set here today. Lake Country Lutheran will win the tournament. Beaver Dam will take second, and Laconia currently sitting in third. So, I guess you look back to that first game this morning against Beaver Dam, and you think to yourself, that's the one that maybe got away from you.
And free ball starting for the Pacelli Cardinals. Set in the middle and finding its home will be Ella Van Order. First kill of the day in this one. 1-0 lead for the Cardinals. Back to serve for the Cardinals again will be Peyton Zdroik. Yeah, then we're going to be butchering these, I'm sure, and I feel horrible about it, but I never really had a chance to go talk to any coaches today about names.
No, and they were playing.
Yep.
The reason the break was a little bit longer than we thought was because they were in a barn burner 3-setter with New Lutheran. So we did no opportunity before the match. They were in action.
Nitz comes in to serve, dug out of the back row. Zdroik will get it up. In the 10-foot line, it's Martini. Bassler to Pino, and across court to McCauley with a big swing. Good dig in the back row. From the 10-foot line, blocked and down. Gable and Morgan in on the block together. It's 2-1 Spartans. And once again, Nitz starts with points at the line. Good dig in the back row. A back set to the libero, just punched over with one arm. Bassler gets to it. Set in the middle to Finley Morgan with a big swing off the block. The libero gets a piece of it. Free ball coming over for the Spartans. Morgan to Pino, back set, Gable, big swing, deep. A big swing from Gable, and we haven't seen her really unleashed today at all.
Yeah, she's had 1 or 2 kills down that line where she kind of let it fly. Otherwise, been kind of resigned to more tips today.
Carpenter back to serve for the Cardinals. Bassler digs it out of the back row. Set up to McCauley. She'll just drive one back into the back row.
Ooh, on 2.
Bassler misses. Kind of just missed it.
Yeah, I think it took her by surprise that they swung on 2 there, and that was a great idea, and obviously good execution by Pacelli. They have another lead in this first set.
Jaden Zdroik with the swing on that one. Her first kill. Carpenter goes back to the line. Bassler digs it up. It's an overpass. Nope, gonna hit the tape. Never made it over. Cards lead 4-2. Carpenter will retain serve.
It was kind of a tough break for how it worked out for Laconia. They came out, the match on this court between Coleman and Lake Country Lutheran finished up, and they're thinking, Laconia runs out there thinking they're going to be playing pretty quick, and ends up going to 3 sets on the other court. So they did a warm-up, and then they went over and sat down for a little while. It just is an awkward way to kind of get ready for this match, and it is an extremely slow start for Laconia. I think we're going to get a timeout.
And you are right. Pacelli leads 6-2. We'll be back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports in cooperation with Jeff's live streams.
Employee owned, employee accountable, a personal stake in every project. Today, we are the largest well and pump contractor in the region. Our customers know us as honest people who treat them as people. We believe every family deserves clean, abundant water. To us, nothing is more important. We might not always be the lowest priced option, but integrity and dependability can be rare. And in this vital industry, prioritizing a quality experience creates lifetime relationships. Municipal Well and Pump. We care about keeping clients connected to water.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports in cooperation with Jeff's live streams. Courtney Carpenter still serving for Pacelli as they lead 6-2, an early timeout from Coach Weiss.
Hey, I got to try to get back into this thing. They're sleepwalking a little bit like they were against Beaver Dam this morning.
She doesn't know. She has no idea. She didn't see it. She couldn't really see where it was. I think it landed right at her feet.
And that's why they always teach you to put your feet right behind the line, because if they hit your feet, then it's out. Referee's got it right though, so good job by them. And Coach Weiss was nodding her head too. She knew that one was out.
8-2 lead for Pacelli. A very slow start for the Spartans. Much different than we saw in the match against New Lutheran.
They were locked in with that, and it started with the passing, and they have not passed well to start this final match of the day.
Gable gets it over. Libero goes to Zadroik. Zadroik swings deep, just barely out. It did dive way at the end. Stays out. It's 8-3 and ends that run, and a much-needed side out from the Spartans.
Yep, and here comes Finley Morgan, and so this is an opportunity. They were down 9-1 to Beaver Dam. Morgan rattled off, 8-0 run. Can they do something similar here? We'll find out.
Zadroik sets to Zadroik. They keep it alive. It'll be a free ball for Pacelli, but a little miscommunication. Libero Annie Vaughn can't get there. It's 8-4.
Yeah, that was a gift there. Just a pass over from McCauley, and a little miscommunication, as you said.
And getting way on top of that one, almost bounced it before the net. And we've said it's been rare for Morgan service errors, but she's had a fair amount of them today.
Yeah, I guess I haven't remembered a ton of them.
I think it's 3 now, if I remember correctly.
Could be.
Van Order back to serve for Pacelli. Pino sets right on the net to Hayden Johnson. Back corner and deep and right. It's 10-4 Pacelli. And I would not say that Pacelli is beating Laconia. I think Laconia is beating themselves a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a ton of errors here early on, and passing errors, swinging errors. It was too much.
I think it was just it was I think Bassler hit that twice too. Because I think that's what they called.
Well, yeah, it was a double.
Yeah.
At some point during that mess.
Van Order serves again. And an overpass kept up by McCauley. Not going to matter. It'll be a kill for Leah Fensky.
I think Coach Weiss was contemplating using her second timeout in short order there. She's going to let him try to work through this.
12-4 lead. Van Order still serving. Dug up. Pino finds McCauley, who tips it off the hands of Martini, and it's 12-5. And again, a much-needed side out, but they got to get some points rolling. With Bailey Gable at the line for the Spartans. That one just dives. Vaughn gets to it. Bedroik with the swing off of a couple of Cardinals and falls to the floor on the block. It's 12-6.
Yeah, that was Grotti again. We've seen her in a couple of blocks today. She had a couple on Thursday as well. They haven't set her a ton offensively, but she's made her presence felt on the defensive side at the net.
And just miscommunication again, and it's the third or fourth time we've had miscommunication errors from the Spartans.
Yeah, and that one, it's Gable's ball for sure. You got to let so I understand Hayden Johnson clearing out of there. You want to clear out and be an option for your setter, and unfortunately, Gable just not able to get there.
Sammy Sankey in to serve for Pacelli. Blyme digs it out of the back row to Gable in the middle to Hayden Johnson. Tip shot. Good dig from Zadroik, and they'll get it back to her, and she can't get it over, and they thought it was 4. I thought it was 4, but maybe I was wrong. Blyme gets a hold of it, and Gable can't keep it up.
Yeah, that didn't look like it was anywhere near a block at the net, but no
arguments.
Touch forthcoming, and we play on 14 to 6.
14 to 6. Bassler gets to that one, gets it up towards the net. Going to be a tip. Oh, McCauley. Looked like she didn't have enough room to tip to swing hard, and she still does, and goes off the block and out of bounds. It's 14-7.
Yeah, she's not to her. She's kind of carried the offense here so far for Laconia. It's been a little ugly to start here. Here goes Plime, and that one is well deep.
Everyone she seemed to unleash on has been deep from Kendall Plime today. I think 1 or 2 of them have found the floor, but most of them have been deep. Obviously, not blessed with all the height that everyone else has on the floor from the Spartan side. Gable gets it up, goes to Plime. A roll shot down the line. Sankey goes back cross court, and it is tipped down by Grotti. It'll be Spartans' point, 15-8.
Yeah, that's the way you punish an overpass right there.
Bassler will go back to serve. Serves it to the libero, Annie Vaughn. Sankey to set, back set, swung through the block by Liafensky. It's 16-8.
Really well done there from Pacelli. Good pass, good ball handling, and a good swing.
Annie Vaughn, the libero, goes back to serve for the Cardinals. Right at McCauley, and a tough one to handle. Bassler gets to it. Blime's got to get it over. She does. Vaughn to Sankey. Back set. Good dig right there on the outside and just outside the line. Gable kept it alive, but a little bit too far out.
Yeah, you know, I always had a coach that said, you know, if you over communicate, it's intimidating, and Pacelli is doing that. I mean, when the ball comes across and if it's a good pass to their setter, you can hear 4 different players, whether it's the middle, the right side, the outside, the back row. They're letting their setter know that they have all these options, and to a certain extent, it's a little intimidating, I would think, for Laconia, and they're certainly being out everything here in this first set. It's just not been very good for the Spartans.
Another service error from Pino, very rare. She's kind of had one a match so far.
Yeah, and Tuesday, Thursday, she was as good as it gets.
Peyton Zadroik comes in to serve for Pacelli. Plime digs. Pino sets back to Plime. Going to have to tip it over and cannot get it over.
Here comes the timeout.
And here comes the timeout. 19-9, 10-point lead for Pacelli. We'll take it with them. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Radio Plus, Video Sports in cooperation with Jeff's live stream.
The Pioneer Keg. Great food meets a fun atmosphere. Dive into their full menu featuring award-winning cheese curds and our homemade pizzas that are simply irresistible. Try the famous Brewmaster Challenge, where the food takes center stage. And if it's Friday, get ready for our amazing Friday fish fry. Check out our relaxed atmosphere, hang with friends, where everyone has a good time. Come thirsty, come hungry, and leave happy. The Pioneer Keg, 122 South Milwaukee Street, Theresa, Wisconsin.
PT Tire and Service.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports. 19-9, Pacelli kind of putting it to the Spartans in set 1. Peyton Zadroik retains serve after the second timeout used in this set from Lauren, or Coach Weiss, Caitlin Weiss. I say Lauren, I don't know why I get that Lauren from, but I don't know. I mess it up every once in a while. Good thing I didn't say it in my interview yesterday. 19-10 now in the deep serve from Zadroik. Nitz comes in to serve again. Zadroik with a back set to Carpenter. Carpenter goes deep. Scarlett Nitz gets to it. Dug up to McCauley. She swings into the back row. Zadroik to Carpenter. And Carpenter finds that left line. It's 20-10. Good swing from Courtney Carpenter. And
yeah, you didn't need. Sorry,
no, you're
Justin,
good.
didn't need volume there during the commercial break to realize what kind of conversation was going on in the huddle down there. Coach Weiss trying to wake her team up, down 10.
Set in the middle to Finley Morgan with a big swing down the right line. It's it inside. It's 20-11.
That was better. Good pass, but it all starts with a good pass. You gotta have that. You know, if you're gonna keep this thing rolling, you gotta be able to pass well, and that's been so loose in this fifth match here today.
Drive shot from the 10-foot line. Set to Morgan in the back line. Dug up by Vaughn. Zadroik sets in the middle to Van Order, and it's deep. 20-12. She's been going a little run here with Peyton Morgan at the line.
Yeah,
Finley Morgan. Jesus.
Even
unbelievable. It's game 7. I'm falling apart.
two in a row.
I'm falling apart.
Holy smokes.
Zadroik goes off the basketball hoop. Off a set of arms, it's 21-12. That was Jaden Zadroik on that one. Got a pair of those out there. Peyton and Jaden, they could have named them something that doesn't rhyme too. Now you're really going to throw me for a loop.
Well, now you got Peyton in your mind, and you're trying to get Finley Morgan. Hey, that was into the net. Yeah, that time.
That was 4. It's 22-12.
I'll tell you what. Right before that, well, you know, the 2 points straight for Pacelli now, but 2 points in a row for Laconia felt like, hey, they got some momentum. I mean, that's just how lethargic this final match has been so far.
Gable with the swing into the back row off the hands of Van Order, and miscommunication between Jaden Zadroik and Paige Marschke. It's 22-13. Gable will go back to serve. Grotti will check back in for Pino.
Another good swing that time from Bailey Gable. She's, yeah, I think she's starting to find something over there on that right side when she's asked to play some offense.
Zadroik keeps it alive. They just have to push it over into the back corner and finds a home from Amelia Martini.
Yeah, that is such a smart push shot there, because even if Laconia gets to it, they're going to be on their back foot, and it's just going to be really, they're going to be out of system. So just a smart shot, smart placement, good execution.
Sammy Sankey comes in to serve for Pacelli. Bassler digs it out of the back row. Gable sets cross court to McCauley with a big swing through the block. 23-14.
McCauley's had a nice set here in this first set.
She will go back to serve, needing her to rattle off some points in a row here. And inside that right corner, an ace for Kensley McCauley. It's 23-15.
Good start there. Again, 2 points in a row feels like a really good run, because they've really struggled to string things together right now for Laconia.
And almost another ace. Good dig out of the back row. Big swing and away deep from Kaden Nelson. 23-16. Now they're starting to maybe get something together a little bit here. Good serve. Tough dig out of play. 23-17. McCauley's starting to find something at the line.
Yeah, and this is good stuff here. Nothing else getting some momentum, but 4 straight now with McCauley at the line.
Marschke can't handle that one either. It's 23-18.
Be interested to see, Pacelli hasn't used any timeouts, so they have 2 of them.
And how long do you let this go?
Right.
23-18. Another serve. That one dug out by Marschke that time. Goes over to Nelson. Tip shot. Gable's there. Grotti will set. To Johnson in the middle. Off the hands of Little Barrow. It's 23-19. Just so you know, Jordan, you didn't get the reference the other day. We have a 23-19 again.
Very good.
A sock on somebody's back. That's what it is.
I do remember it. I do remember it. And I got to be honest. The numbers thing, I did not get that. And there's another one for McCauley. 7-0 run, alive right now.
All of a sudden, the Spartans are they're back in this set. You thought it was well over, and they're back in another tough dig from Annie Vaughn. It's going to be a free ball for the Spartans. McCauley gets to it. Gable to set in the middle to Johnson. Tries to go deep with it. Marschke's there. Kaden Nelson tries to tip it over into the antenna, and it's 23-21. I think Pacelli's going to let this roll.
Wow. Any Ledger fans out there watching this would dwarf that run.
Off the net, it falls for the ace. 23-22, and they're going to take the timeout here. Spartans down 1. I think it's a 9-0 run that we had.
It's 9-0. It was 23-13.
A 9-0 run from the Spartans. It's back within 1. We're going to step aside, and we'll be back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live stream.
Been at 301 East Clark Street in Brandon for over 20 years. The owners, Tony and Pam Sauer, are dedicated to their community and their customers. They serve the auto repair, tire, and wheel needs of customers in Brandon and the rest of central Wisconsin. We're on call 24/7 for roadside assistance and on the farm service for customers. For auto repairs, tires, and wheels, come see us in person or request a quote online. PT Tire and Service, you make the call and leave the rest to us. Call 920-346-TIRE.
Sam's Well.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus. 23-22, Spartans have come all the way back and a chance to get an ace, but what a play to keep that one alive by the Cardinals. Hit deep into Marschke. Set from Sankey. Finds Zadroik. Zadroik, good dig from Bassler. Cross court to Plime. She goes deep off the hands, and we're tied at 23.
Oh, my.
A 10-0 run from the Spartans. Unbelievable.
My.
Who would have thunk? I don't think I would have thunk. 23-23. High dig from Vaughn. Sedroik goes with a high tip. Gable's got to get it off the net, gets it to Johnson. She goes deep into the corner. Annie Vaughn, set by Sankey. Over to Jaden Sedroik. Cross-court set coming to Plime. She tips. Jaden Sedroik gets to it. Sankey tries to go deep. Gable is there. Grotti to set. Plime with a big swing off the arms, out of bounds, and the Spartans lead 24-23. And it's set point all of a sudden, Jordan.
Set point for who? Hey. Oh, my goodness. If you just went and grabbed a soda from the fridge, your eyes aren't lying to you. Somehow, some way. An 11-0 run right now.
And goes just deep on that back line.
You could see Pacelli's coach there. I mean, one big sigh of relief that they let that go, and it was just deep.
Jaden Sedroik to serve, 24 up. Cross-court set to Plime. Big swing off the block, off the hands of Jaden Sedroik. Sankey gets it to Courtney Carpenter into the back row to Bassler. Gable sets. Plime readjusts midair. Dig, and it's an overpass. Gable's got a free chance here. Back row hit from McCauley off the hands.
Why not go to Kensley McCauley? Great decision that time from Bailey Gable. Could have come back to this near side. Another, Plime would have been a great option. But go back to McCauley in the back row. Let her have a rip at it.
Set point once again for the Spartans. Vaughn. Cross court from Sankey to Carpenter off the top of the block. Bassler gets the dig. Gable keeps it up. Free ball coming over for the Cardinals. Sankey to set. Goes cross court to Carpenter. She tips. Gable is there. Grotti to set. Tip shot from Plime. No good. Vaughn is there. Sankey set. Tip shot again off the arms. Kill goes to Leah Fensky, and we're tied once again at 25. First to 27 now, basically.
Yeah, correct, yep.
No matter what, you win by 2, it's still got to get to 27.
27-point cap in effect today for the first 2 sets. Saw that come in that Beaver Dam match.
Set to McCauley, just about the 10-foot line, another one. Kensley McCauley's come alive late in this set.
Yeah, and she's, we haven't seen her with a ton of kills during this run because she was serving during the 11-0 run that she went on. So she's been in the back row, and she's going to have a chance to move up and be a little bit more involved in the offense. Well, actually, she's going to stay back here. Here's a block. Bailey Gable and Finley Morgan finish this thing off. Are you kidding me, Justin?
From down
14-2.
Yeah, unbelievable. Down 23-13 at a point. The Spartans stay composed, find a way to come back. I would say the Heart Attack kids, because they try to have a heart attack in the Beaver Dam set to start. Down 9-1, come back, blow the lead, come back and win again. Spartans win this one 27-25 in set 1. We'll step aside and we'll be back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live stream.
Is a family-owned business with over 75 years in the water well drilling industry. We can help you with all of your well drilling needs. Our crews are experienced at finding the proper location, setting up the rigs and equipment in all types of circumstances, and drilling to the appropriate depth so that you have fresh, clean water. SAMS also drills wells for commercial and municipal projects. No project is too large or small for SAMS well drilling. We at SAMS are thankful to be involved in supplying the well water needs of people all over Wisconsin. SAMS well drilling, well worth it.
Located in Lamira, Wisconsin, Schaefer Auto is your go-to destination for quality used vehicles at unbeatable prices. Our mission is to provide dependable cars that fit your budget, and we take pride in offering a wide selection of makes, models, years, and mileage options. If the vehicle you're looking for isn't on our lot, don't worry. Our team is dedicated to finding exactly what you need. Visit Schaefer Auto for your next purchase, where we'll work with you to find a car tailored to meet your needs. Schaefer Auto.
For 50 years and counting, Verhaeg's Furniture has been proudly serving Waupun the best furniture and mattresses at prices you can afford. And we're honored to be voted best of the best mattress store at the Fond du Lac area. Stop in and check out our mattress selections. We have all kinds from traditional spring to memory foam. It is our mission to help get a great night of sleep night after night. Visit us at 806 West Main Street, Waupun, and experience quality, comfort, and service you should trust. Visit our website at www.verhaegsfurniture.com. Verhaeg's Furniture, 50 years strong, quality you trust, and prices you'll love. Verhaeg Furniture.
How do you make everyone's favorite buffet even better? How do you make the country's best chicken even more exciting? How do you make Thursday the best night ever? Wing night at Pizza Ranch. Boneless and traditional. A variety of sauces. All the wings you want, plus all your other buffet favorites. The country's best wing night is here. Taking flight Thursday nights only at Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Sports and Jeff's live streams. Start of set 2, Spartans with a massive comeback down 23-13 in that last set. They win 27-25. Waiting for some LCL girls to come and get the flags. Just about ready.
Where's our second official? We've done this once already.
Oh, you're telling me I came back for nothing.
And Coach Weiss can't believe it. Coach Weiss cannot believe it. Hands on the knees. She's beside herself.
It's laughing. Nonetheless, yeah, you guys want to go check out some 8-man. She's gonna take a seat.
As I said during the break, cinema.
She's just laughing. She loves it.
Here we go.
Yeah, see, you know what I was about
Standing
to say?
ovation.
You know what the best part was? I was about to say I'm going to cut to an ad, and every time, what happens every time? You can cut to an ad, the official shows up again. Of course he does.
We should have given him a standing ovation. He's back.
I had to go to the bathroom, man. Leave the guy alone. But
I didn't say anything.
If you guys want to check out some other stuff we got going on Jeff's live streams and Radio Plus today, we got football 8-man going on Oakfield, putting a hurting on Wayland right now. The Big Red down 58-8 to the Oaks. Oaks, I think they are ranked in 8-man, but if not, they should be ranked very highly in 8-man. A pretty good 3-0 to start the season from them.
Yeah, I can pull up the Bound Wisconsin rankings. Those are the rankings that I use.
Set in the middle of the Van Order, and Finley Morgan just kept hitting it. I did it again.
If Peyton Morgan's out there,
she's watching
this,
what up?
She's enjoying the continual shout-outs.
Yeah, well, it is what it is, right? You know, if it wasn't Game 7 of Laconia volleyball this week, because it is.
It is.
Very well is. Zadroik to serve. Bassler dug it out of the back row. Pino sets to Finley Morgan off the arms of Jaden Zadroik. Peyton Zadroik sets.
That was a double.
It was a double.
I think the refs knew that they weren't going to get that one across anyways, so they didn't bother calling it. But
1-1, and Scarlet Nitz comes in to serve.
Oakfield is ranked number 3 in the.
Gilman, I'm guessing, is number 1 because I think they were number 1 to start the season.
Gilman 1 and McDonald Central is 2.
A rare service error from Scarlet Nitz. Rips it out of bounds. Courtney Carpenter goes back to serve. She had that big run to start for Pacelli in the last set. Pacelli leads this one 2-1. Lime to McCauley, over to Gable on that side. Tip shot blocked to the net by Zadroik. Pino sets. Finley Moore. I'm going to be so mad at myself by the end of the day. Pino tried to dive for that one, couldn't get to it. Tried to use the pancake, but Coach Weiss just making sure. You can see she's kind of showing her girls, you make sure you go with your hands down on the block, and they seem to be getting their hands straight up and down, and that's probably why everything's not falling for the block right now. Not that I know anything, because I probably don't. Carpenter rips one into the net, 3-2.
You know I don't.
I would never say I'm a volleyball expert. I would never say I'm a football expert. I would say I'm a hockey expert. Would not say basketball either. Overpass and back-to-back overpasses. Pino sets for McCauley, and she rips it off the tape. Oh, they got to say it was tipped. McCauley once again goes off the tape, and a roll shot finds the outside line. It's 3-3.
She's had a really nice match. I mean, even when things were not good in that first set. Now, she was a big reason that they turned around as well with her at the service line. But even when things were poor, she was the lone bright spot.
Good dig from McCauley. Knocked down by Van Order. Couldn't get to it. McCauley will get the set off the block.
That was great positioning by Finley Morgan to keep that alive.
Annie Vaughn gets to it. Zadroik goes to Zadroik. They'll have to get it over. They cannot.
You know, Morgan doesn't play the back row, right? She's only in there when she's serving. So for her to have the presence of mind there to back McCauley up, I mean, that's understanding, you know, for something she doesn't do very often. That's understanding your role and being in the right spot.
Jaden Zadroik gets it over.
There's a good pass, too.
To Pino. To Johnson through the block, and Zadroik gets it back over. Cross court. McCauley off the block. Good dig in the back row. Jaden Zadroik goes off the high hands of Johnson. Cross court goes to McCauley. Another swing, this time off the block and on the floor. It's 5-3 Spartans.
There again, you know, again, Morgan not in the back row very, very much. Just this one single rotation when she's serving and a couple of really nice passes there to keep the Spartans in system.
Vaughn digs it out of the back row. Zadroik sets to Zadroik, punches it over to Ply. Pino in the middle sets to Hayden Johnson with the swing, and that one went off the tape, I believe. It's going to be 5-4. Not that you never know if it's off the tape or not. We say it is. Might be off the hands.
A couple of other football rankings, as long as I got this up. Mayville is ranked 5th in D5.
Beat me to my question, I was wondering.
And Lamira 5th in D6. So there you go.
That.
Springs 8th in Division 6.
Wouldn't that be a playoff matchup if those two teams met in the playoffs, huh?
Lamira Springs?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
A little bit of a rivalry to meet in the playoffs there. Zadroik's got to get this one over. She does. Cross court, McCauley, tip shot. Good dig by Zadroik and miscommunication. And you can see Leah Fensky was a little frustrated with herself that she didn't go for it. Gable back to serve again. 6-4 lead for the Spartans. They won set 1, 27-25. That one just a hair deep by Bailey Gable. Didn't miss by much. 6-5. Waiting to see what we have coming in for serving here. I think the official was yelling at Jacob?
Yeah, I think he was just telling back up a little bit.
Boo you, official. Boo you.
We don't boo officials.
I boo him.
We don't
yelling
boo officials.
Yelling at my camera operator. Sammy Sankey in to serve. 6-5 lead for the Spartans. Bassler gets the short one. Gable goes all the way back to McCauley on the far side. Dug up by Klasinski, and she's got to get it over, and they do. It's just out.
That's so hard when you're running full speed this way and to try to figure out how much weight to put on that and not able to find that corner.
McCauley, who went on that big run serving in the last set, comes to the line 7-5, and that was a beautiful serve, and it pays off.
Yeah, she's got it going from the service line right now. Part of an 11-0 run in the first set, and who knows here in the second.
How about another one? Back to back. It's 9-5.
Goodness gracious.
That ball just dies.
Good luck.
It's coming in hot, and it just dies. Serving once again off the tape.
Oh.
Balls to the floor.
See, now I always say this. She's good enough that she doesn't need those kind of breaks. Now she starts getting those breaks. Good night. Unstoppable.
10-5. Pacelli wants to talk it over. We'll be back after this on Radio Plus Video Sports and Jeff's live streams.
Here's Tyler Schultz from Warner Harmson, downtown Waupun.
Just expanded our business last year, and we got into cabinets and countertops. 2024, it's a great time to come in right now, right before your tax return comes in. Start remodeling your kitchen or your bathrooms. We have cabinets that range, really, really small up to really large vanities, nice countertops, and really make your bathroom.
Welcome back here on Radio Plus Video Sports. McCauley goes deep after 3 aces in a row. I think she can do that after hitting 3 aces in a row.
Cut her some slack.
Cut her a little bit of slack on that one. I don't think Coach Weiss will on the service error. She probably won't.
She's only served for about 14 points the last 2 times she's gone around.
That one goes off her arms and out of bounds.
That's where we draw the line. No, I'm just kidding.
On Jeff's live streams and Radio Plus, that's where we draw a line. I don't think so.
Not quite.
Jaden Zadroik serving still for the Cardinals. Johnson gets the set in the middle, goes into the back row. Zadroik to Sankey. Back set to Nelson, and that one hit deep by Caden Nelson. 11-7. Bassler will go back to serve. Much better Spartans team after that run they went on. In that last set, they started off slow again.
That's being kind.
Slow is kind.
Yeah.
And Plym has that one roll off her hand. It's 11-8. And it's funny because Coach Weiss always talked about that Laconia lull every time we had an interview last year.
Yep.
And I would think today she's probably going to say when we have an interview next time, she'll bring that up.
I would think so. And again, you almost it's almost hard, right, to not circle the Lake Country Lutheran and the New Lutheran matches because both of them are ranked opponents.
In a big swing. I don't even know who took that swing. Was it Grotti or was that?
Yeah, I was looking through the camera there.
Yep, I had a
Anyways,
LCL dad asking me a question.
Finish up the point there. It's almost impossible. You coach it up and you try your best to say every match is the same, but in reality is they're not. And you have 2 ranked opponents. And so, you expend all that energy against Lake Country Lutheran. You play so well against New Lutheran. Maybe we could have expected a little bit of a lull to start off against Pacelli, who, isn't in the rankings.
And Pino with another service error for her today. It's 13-10.
Not trying to excuse it, but just. There are certain factors that certainly are at play here.
Playing Beaver Dam at 8 o'clock in the morning, I'm sure these girls normally don't play matches at 8 o'clock in the morning. Or anything at 8. Most of the time, they're probably still sleeping.
Honestly, yeah.
On a Saturday, most definitely. Pino sets in the middle to Finley Morgan, dug out by Vaughn in the back row. Peyton Zadroik goes to Carpenter. Carpenter goes deep and too deep. It's 14-10. I mean, I probably wouldn't have been up at 8 o'clock this morning. I would have. Definitely wouldn't have been up at 6 o'clock this morning. That's for sure. If my niece wasn't awake. You got kids. That's different. That's a different story. Nitz comes in to serve off the tape and out of bounds. That's back-to-back times she's came in to serve that she has a service error. It's 14-11 now.
I had I'll call him an athletic mentor, an upperclassman that gave me the best piece of advice when playing in these tournaments where you got to play at an unusual body time, right? You play at 8 o'clock in the morning or 11 o'clock in the morning. You're used to these 7 o'clock at night matches. Wake up, pick your hardest class, do some homework, half hour, fire up the brain, play better than you ever have. So there you go. There's my piece of advice. It worked for me. It may not work for you.
Wake up. This is
do
not
homework.
I would not. My advice is a little bit different than everybody else's. I won't say my advice. That went
hit
off
the
the
snooze
block.
and stay in bed or what? Come on.
Off the hands of Zadroik. Nope. Wake up. 3 scoops of C4. Get it rolling.
Wow.
Get the shakes
All right.
before the game, and you're ready to roll.
I guess if that doesn't get you.
that was
Yikes.
my 8 a.m. game. Fire me up. Actually, it was about every game, whether it was 7 p.m., 8 a.m., didn't matter. That went it. Dug out by Plym. Cross-court set to McCauley with a big swing off the block and falls on Pacelli's side, 16-12. I think the biggest adjustment for me was midday games. I never had midday games. Juniors, you always played at like 7, 8 o'clock. Go to college, and most of the times on Saturdays, you play a 1, 2 o'clock game.
Sure.
It's difficult. I didn't like it.
You're waiting around in the morning.
Yep.
Yeah.
McCauley with a big swing off the arms of the libero Vaughn and out of play, 17-12.
That is the nice thing about, the 8 a.m. games is that you're up, you're warming up, and before you even know it, you're lacing them up and playing.
Morgan at the line, dug out of the back row by Klasinski. Sedroik gets it over. McCauley almost too close to the net, and Pino goes into the net, 17-13. No, those 1 o'clock games are killer. They're killer. I mean, I guess I woke up and had a routine on game days that we played at 7 o'clock. 1 o'clock, so I just wake up and you sit there for a half hour trying to figure out what you're going to do. Pino sets cross court to McCauley. Tip shot off the arms of Peyton Sedroik. Finds its way home.
Yeah, McCauley has been MVP here in this final match of the day. She steadied the ship, righted the ship in the first set when things were going worse than wrong for Laconia, and here in the second set she's continued that.
Cross court set to McCauley again. That one off the block and out of bounds. Now it's 19-13, and I think I would say since they had a little bit of warm-up in that, we'll stay here for this one, but a little bit of warm-up in the Coleman one, but the second set of that LCL is where McCauley started to get going, I would say, because he had a good match against Green Bay New Lutheran.
Agreed.
And a very good match today.
And I think it kind of reflects the whole team. I mean, and she played well against Beaver Dam, and but yeah, she's that. I think as a team, they really found something in that second part of that LCL, the second part of the second set against Lake Country Lutheran, and since then they've been sharp.
They didn't start strong in that set at all. It took like about the middle of the set that they started to figure it out a little bit.
Yeah, they finished it on something like a 9-3 run or somewhere around that, and had a respectable second set.
Jaden Sedroik goes off the top of the block. Gable sets cross court to McCauley. McCauley swings through the block. It's 20-13. I think that's 3 in a row from McCauley. Maybe.
She's
unofficial statistics right there.
Yeah, I'll be interested to see the compiled stats from 5 matches today, because she's going to have some big numbers for sure.
Good dig out of the back row from Plime, and nobody could find it. It falls to the floor. It's 20-14.
Did that deflect off one of the rafters up there?
I don't think it did. I think it missed it, and I think they expected it to hit a rafter.
Came down just awkwardly.
I might have missed it, too. You never know. Sometimes a little harder to see. Sankey comes in to serve. Bassler gets to this one. Gable will set it once again to McCauley off the hands and falls to the floor. Another kill for Kensley McCauley.
Yep. Keep going to it.
Yep.
Like we talked about it this morning with Donaldson from Beaver Dam. Sometimes you can overthink this stuff. Just if you got someone swinging like that, keep going to her. Another ace, too. Her ace number.
Fourth of this match.
Her serving numbers are going to be ridiculous.
And an overpass. Bassler is there. Gable to set. Goes to Plime on the near side. And Plime goes into the net. It's 22-15. Jaden Sedroik will go back and serve for the Pacelli Cardinals. Plime digs it out of the back row, and Gable just cannot get to that one. 22-16. Nonetheless, I mean, while we're taken down, we'll have a good match between New Lutheran and LCL, so that'll be a fun one to watch.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if New Lutheran can kind of
rebound, I would say.
Yeah, you know, they went to 3 with this Pacelli squad and was able to win that in the end, but it took a little bit more than they thought it was going to.
Johnson goes all the way deep. Annie Vaughn is there. Sankey to set it to Courtney Carpenter. Carpenter way long, 23-17 now.
Lake Country Lutheran on the other side looking to sweep this thing sets and all, see if they can. They're going to try to go 10 sets to nothing.
That would be crazy. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
It sure is, regardless of the level of competition. And these are good teams here. And swept both Laconia and Beaver Dam.
Big block from Plime, 24-17, match point. Spartans trying to go 3-2 on the day today.
This would be a third-place finish behind Beaver Dam and Lake Country Lutheran. And like we said before, maybe feel like you left one out there with that Beaver Dam match.
Got to get it over Carpenter. It's deep, and that's the ball game. 25-17, a set 2 win. They win 27-25 in set 1, 25-17 in set 2. We'll stay right here, and we'll wrap this up right away, Jordan. Jordan, I mean, this is an overall great day for volleyball, a great day of volleyball.
Yeah, we'll just run down some scores if you're just joining us. Beaver Dam, they won the first set 27-26, then lost the next two 25-17, 15-11. They dialed it right back and played Coleman, beat them 25-9, 25-9, then lost to Lake Country Lutheran 25-13, 25-19, and then beat Green Bay New Lutheran 25-17, 25-11, and finished it out today with a win against Pacelli, 27-25, 25-17, here on Jeff's live streams and Radio Plus info. So those were the scores from today. And Laconia, as we mentioned, goes 3-2. And nice job by the Spartans to rebound with a couple of wins after that Lake Country Lutheran loss. And a good day of volleyball, as you said, Justin.
Yeah, great week of sports we had overall on Radio Plus and Jeff's live streams. Got a big week coming up next week. More flyweight conference action for volleyball and football. A couple non-cons we got as well. I think Mayville, I know we got Lamira Partyville, and a big one between Luther Prep and Mayville on Tuesday in volleyball as well.
Yeah, that's going to be a big one. We talked about it. We mentioned the Division III volleyball rankings earlier today. Luther Prep is ranked 7th. And Luther Prep, Mayville last year played them tough. They came up a little bit short, and so I expect Mayville to do something similar, and an opportunity for them to kind of put a stake down for themselves as well, in get some exposure in terms of state rankings if they can play well against Luther Prep.
And for Mayville, we had talked about it previously in the year. We talked about it at the Battle on the Marsh too. This conference to me is wide open. You have probably 3 teams that are, maybe 4 teams. I always forget about WLA as well. 4 teams that are really in line for this conference championship, and they're all young.
5 if you put in Springs.
Yep.
I mean, it's a very good. We say it every year in girls basketball. We say it every year in softball. But just really all the girls sports. I mean, this is a really good conference, and I think it's going to be the same thing this year. But where Laconia was heavy favorites last year, I think it's maybe. I'm not saying Laconia is not part of it. They are certainly one of the best handful of teams in this flyweight conference. But it seems like it's going to be a little bit more of a race this year with Campbellsport, Mayville, Laconia, Springs, WLA. It's just going to be a fun one to watch.
So Justin Schwartzmiller and Jordan King signing off here, saying so long from the pit. We'll be back at the pit sometime soon. I don't remember if we're here next week at all on a Thursday.
Yeah, we do have Laconia, but I believe they're on the road at Lamira. Don't quote me on that.
I think that's right on Thursday. I think they're at Lamira, which sounds about right. And then rest of you Laconia fans, football next week, they are on the road, so we will not have them for football. And all kinds of different stuff. I think I have 5 events that I'm covering next week on Jeff's live stream. Should be a good week overall. So long, and have a great night, or a great rest of your day, and I guess go Badgers as they start at 3 o'clock
getting
here,
ready to roll,
taking on Middle Tennessee State. Have a good night.
Radio Plus Sports and Jeff's live streams would like to thank our sponsors.
Hoekstra's Greenhouse, Sam's Well Drilling, Katie's Log Cabin,
Generations Lanes and Angling Only, PT Tire and Service, Pino Construction,
Verhaeg's Furniture Mart, Glamour Shop, Schaefer Auto,
Intertech, Coal, Oil and Propane, WIT Services,
Pioneer Keg, Lidke Lumber, Municipal Well and Pump,
All Phase Heating and Cooling, Integrity Saw and Tool.